Welcome to a short Technomake YouTube video. Today we're joined by a team from South Africa launching a fresh new product here in Zimbabwe. And we have the official launch unveiling of Yellowfin. Right to my left, I've got the CEO of Yellowfin, Mr. Rick Perry. Also to my right, I've got Preminaker with AIGS and also Mr. Gustav Pater with AIGS. Thank you so much, gentlemen and the lady, for taking your time to join us. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I don't know, I'll do from left to my right with you, Mr. Rick. Yellowfin. What is Yellowfin? What are you here for? And what do you expect from Yellowfin here in Zimbabwe?
Yellowfin is one of today's premier, in keeping with Premi, BI tools worldwide. It's an Australian product. And as AIGS, we are representing Yellowfin within Sub-Saharan Africa, so we're the distributor for the product. In terms of why are we here, well, we've had an association with Zimbabwe as AIGS and previously as Progress Software for 20 plus years. We have a number of customers here in Zimbabwe and we've been coming to this market, servicing this market from a Progress perspective for a number of years. And having recently taken on 18 months ago the Yellowfin distributorship, we believe that adds tremendous extra value into the Zimbabwe market.
When you say from a Progress perspective, you mean you've been using the brand Progress or what exactly?
Well, we've been the distributor for Progress Software in one form or another for the last 25 years. And so that's what brought us to Zimbabwe in the past. And we've got a number of customers, a number of clients. And so we've come to, in this particular occasion, we've come for two reasons. One is to update people on the Progress world, but more critically is to launch Yellowfin here in Zimbabwe. We've recently appointed a company called Yellowfin, by a lady by the name of Patience Masako. They've been a long-standing client and customer partner of ours in the Progress world, so we know them very well. And we've just recently appointed them as the Yellowfin user for Zimbabwe, for Botswana, for Ghana, and various countries around Sub-Saharan Africa where they operate.
I think it would be very, very interesting if we would get Patience Masako to actually join us here so that maybe we can have some answers in the interview.
Yeah,
I understand we are going to be the distributor of this product here in Zimbabwe. I am a customer or prospective client. What am I supposed to actually benefit from this product? How am I going to benefit? What kind of a solution are you going to be providing here?
So firstly, we're a distributor, Yellowfin and Progress Software for Sub-Saharan Africa. We basically partner with channel partners. So Patience from Introfin is one of our reseller partners for Zimbabwe. So she is basically on the ground, and what we do is empower the reseller and the partner to take the product out to market, to skill the users, to work with the end users. So we're there basically as a guiding for the partners. So we don't physically come into Zimbabwe and work with the end users. We get our partners to do that because they're present, and from a resource perspective, they're more accessible than we are in South Africa. So they're on the ground. So if clients need assistance, then we bring the partners are right here. So they don't have to go to Australia or South Africa or Europe for assistance. They've got hands-on assistance on the ground.
Patience, thank you for joining us here.
Thank you.
All right, good. I think we just running through a short video interview where we need to understand you are going to be the official distributor of this product. We just want to understand from a client perspective, what do we really expect from this product that you're offering? What kind of a solution are you going to be trying to solve? And who is your targeted market on this product here?
The target market is the business. Try to target the corporates. I think we are going to be ambitious to go to the listed companies on the stock exchange, because we know those have got problems with their information in terms of trying to make sense for the executive. Okay. Any other business in Zimbabwe, who has the need for making sense out of the data, that is our target market. We are not only in Zimbabwe; we are also outside Zimbabwe, and we are prepared to go wherever it takes us to make sure that we give the right information and the right tools to the executive. A lot of the times we find the executive has issues with Excel data that is given to them and is manipulated unnecessarily. being able to use tools that go directly to the database in real time and be able to see the reality of what is happening in their operations is very, very critical. It's very important for decision makers, because decision makers, they need that. Okay, so, and introfin has a history in Zimbabwe. We've been around since 1993. So we've served the financial services market, ranging banks, insurance companies, but we're not restricting ourselves to that. I think the important thing is that these are businesses. And we've got experience amongst our team of working in manufacturing, mining, and all those other sectors. So we will go wherever we find people need us. And so I think we've got some technical expertise amongst our team. We've got some business people who understand the business. So that's what we should is going to try and do, and make sure that we support this wonderful product. My daughter was reading the newspaper, and Yellowfin was just flashing everywhere. She said, "Mom, did you do something to make sure that I get?" I said, "No, I get the same. If you go to any online newspaper, you find Yellowfin is everywhere." But it's
hopefully
interesting.
to be flashing also on our platform.
Well, the thing is that, with all that, there hasn't been any representation locally to make sure that those kind of wonderful tools are, are used and, in this local market.
Okay. So for Yellowfin in the local market, has it already been taken up, or you're actually
Well, we don't know.
it?
We actually don't know. And the idea is to try and find out if there are any people who've taken up Yellowfin. I don't know. Maybe AIGS can tell us whether there's been any non-registered people in Zimbabwe who use Yellowfin. Because sometimes they use it through their head office. So they bring it in, not directly, but
from you as another local distributor.
yes. So, but on the general business, I don't believe, well, we don't know anybody who is using Yellowfin, and it will be exciting for us to find out. Incidentally, there's a workshop I think this week. There's a company called Data Analytics, of IT. I read it up in the newspaper.
Okay.
They've got a conference, and I was wondering, do they know about Yellowfin? So we will be going and approaching all those kind of organizations and people to make sure that they are aware, because, like they said, it's no longer about applications. It's about how to make use of the data that you already have, and that is very important for us to make sure that people don't throw away their data, because a lot of the times this information is manipulated and misinformed at the executive level.
Your projections from a Zimbabwean perspective, you understand the market, you've been in the business for a long time now.
Yes.
How do you foresee the uptake of this project?
Barring the economic challenges, I think there is appetite. The challenge is, people being able to commit to it because of the crunches that they have at the moment. Without that, I think the Zimbabwean market is a very sophisticated market, and they understand the use of technology. And we only have to go outside Zimbabwe to other places. Okay. That's when you realize that we take ourselves for granted. We think that the challenges we're going through are it. But when we go out there and you realize that the Zimbabwean business is sophisticated and they need tools like that, it's an eye-opener. And I think Zimbabweans, in time, they will grasp this opportunity.
Okay. Gustav, I'll just throw a bit of a more technical one to your end.
Yes.
I'm a Zimbabwean user. This is my first time hearing about Yellowfin. I really want to understand what kind of a problem is your product going to solve for my organization, for my company. Exactly why do I need Yellowfin? What am I supposed to see it help me do?
Thank you for the opportunity. I think I'd like to reiterate what Patience has said. We have operational systems in place today that do address the operational day-to-day activities. Those systems would gather information, but presenting that information currently happens on a reporting level, but we find it to be too much today. So where we're moving towards is an environment where we do visualization of data. So what do we mean by that? Is to view something graphically can have a major impact as opposed to trying to assimilate numbers. So the aim of the product Yellowfin would be to take the information that was gathered through the operational activities and present that in a management mode to the people that need to make the decisions quickly and effectively. Okay. So to summarize that sentence is getting the data from the source, there's no interpretation, presenting the data based on rules that was defined, like key performance indicators, and making it visually readable for any person to understand it quite easily and quite effectively. To look at the technology is to make that technology available not just in computers these days, but on mobile devices. We all travel a lot, and we need that information on our day-to-day activities. And Yellowfin has a deployment that is quite easy to take it from the desktop right into the mobile environment without any additional specific activities.
Okay. I'll take it back to Mr. Rick. You spoke on the BI, the business intelligence. Also, I want to understand for maybe from a small to medium perspective. Let's talk of because of time now. Just need to jump to the last questions. The cost effect. How much is this going to actually cost small to medium enterprises, and what does it really take for one to have this? Do we need extra hardware, or is it just an application that I need to run on my server, or is something I can actually run online, or exactly what needs to be done, and how much is this going to cost an organization to run this?
Well, thank you for asking that question. It is a very critical question, and I think it is most people's fear. And if you look back at business intelligence over the last 15 to 20 years, one of the problems and why there's been a very limited uptake of it is because the cost has been big. That's all changed today. That all changes in the Yellowfin space. Yellowfin's pricing module. The Yellowfin's pricing module is very attractive, and one of the attractive aspects of it is we do it on a subscription basis. Okay. So we don't ask people to spend lots and lots of money up front. We do it on a subscription basis. We typically do an annual license fee for the product, and we do it on a per user basis, and we break that down to a monthly fee. And the sort of prices that we're talking about today are just infinitesimal by comparison, infinitesimally small by comparison with some of the traditional PR tools you'll find out. And that's the exciting thing about the market today. It is affordable for the average organization, from small organizations all the way through to actually harness that data and get useful business information and business intelligence from it. So I'm not going to give you the exact number, okay? But trust me when I say, trust me, I'm a salesman. Trust me when I say that it is, people are completely blown away at that relatively low price point in order to enable people to get value from it.
Or maybe just before you close down, do you have any the last burning word to our viewers there? I think we are left with some few seconds to just chat on this.
Like Patience was saying, it's a business tool, so it's not for the technical person. You and I can use the tool. It's so easy to create your own dashboards, your own visual analytics, and you've got a single source of truth. I think that's what's most important with a BI tool. So yeah, it's a beautiful tool, and it's a cost-effective tool. I think every business should have Yellowfin.
You heard it from the horse's mouth. This is the introduction of Yellowfin to the Zimbabwean market. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch our short technical YouTube video. Hope to see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.